Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, 3.0 roll call. Hi, Justine, I didn't see you sneak in. Roll call. Let the roll call reflect that Mr. Chad and Mr. Peterson are not present, or Mr. Mullner will not be attending via telepresence today. He has other commitments, military commitments. 4.0, no student rep today. 5.0, agenda additions and deletions.
I put in front of you, which would be, Madam Chair, which would be 12.5. The summer band program. This is something that happens every year. It comes out of the community ed. Nothing changed.
We just need to approve it.
Okay.
Okay. And deletions.
We will delete 12.3 and schedule a negotiation session with that group.
Excuse me, Mr. Carey?
Yeah.
Is your mic on?
No?
I was deaf for a minute.
And also we should eliminate 12.2.
Okay. All right. Six was there anything else?
No.
6.0 visitor input. Anybody sign up with you?
No.
Okay, nobody signed up with me as well. 7.0, approve the agenda. We'd approve the agenda as amended with the deletions of 12.2 and 12.3 we'll schedule negotiations for, and then the addition of 12.5, approving the summer band program.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the one addition and two deletions.
Motion by Sather. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Addy. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 8.0, approve the treasurer's report for the second check writing in April.
Well, for the second check writing in April, we had disbursements of $140,877.00, and that's it.
All right. Do we have a motion?
Also move we accept the treasurer's report for the second check writing for the month of April.
Okay, motion by Gentilini. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 9.0, consent agenda. A, approve the minutes of the regular meeting on Monday, April 9th, 2018, and B, approve the lane change for Melissa Betzel to a BA plus 10 as per the master agreement. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Support.
Motion by Sather, support by Gentilini. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 11.0, skipping on to 11.0, we didn't have anything removed from the consent agenda, so personnel. 11.1, approve the appointment of Ed Dorman to ISS Detention Supervisor.
Madam Chair, I don't know, must have been a couple months ago, we had a meeting about extending or creating this position at the Gilbert campus as well as the high school. We have not had the greatest success in finding somebody. but we do have one now for the Gilbert campus. Still don't have one for the high school. But anyway, Ed is, he's been here for a week subbing. What do you think?
Actually, it's the second week.
Second week.
Okay. Okay. Do we have a motion?
I'll move.
Motion by
Support.
Addie, support by Gentilini. Any discussion? I am happy to see that happen because I've had a lot of calls on that, so I'm glad that that's going on. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 11.2, approve appointment of Mike Kipley to custodian driver.
All right. This is a long and complicated situation to how we got there, but we had a plumber, B, and an assistant mechanic resign a while back, and had some internal candidates move into the assistant position, but per contract, they get 90 days to determine whether or not they want to stay in that position or not. So those 90 days are finally up, so we have Mike, who's replacing somebody that went to the assistant mechanic position. Mike already has his bus driver license. He's been subbing for us, so it's a good deal. We have another one of these coming up shortly. So.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the appointment of Mike Kipley.
I will second. Any discussion?
Yeah, Jeff, how many more drivers or custodians are we short?
One.
Just one?
It is coming up pretty quick. Because we had an internal candidate move, so we're filling with a sub right now. But the 90 days are up probably by the next meeting we'll hire somebody else.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 12.0 new business. 12.1 presentation on the summer work outreach program. Yeah, podium, thank you. And it's not Melissa Yarrick like planned, but you are. Okay.
Hi, Beth Peterson, Eveleth resident, and my kids go here to Eveleth-Gilbert School District. So I'm here on behalf of the Summer Work Outreach Project. We are just like it says, we're a summer program actually for youth ages 11 to 14. SWAP has been in existence for over 20 years, roughly 22 years. And through some support of the IRRB and Northland Foundation, we're looking to expand our services to new communities. We've served the school districts and communities of Chisholm, Buell, Kinney, Mountain Iron, and Virginia for those 22 years. And this year we'd like to start serving the community of Eveleth-Gilbert School District. We serve 10 youth a summer per town, and generally how we select those youth is by connecting with the school counselors and school staff to hand out those applications, and then there's an application process where kids are selected. They're paired up 2 staff for the 10 youth, so it's a 1-to-5 staff ratio. And it's a 6-week program, 3 hours, 3 days a week. And they are paid a small stipend for their attendance at some classroom training around money management, communication. They learn eye contact, handshaking, those kind of things, resume kind of work that at an early age, but we don't necessarily write a resume with them. And then they do community work, so they work usually with municipalities in cleaning up cemeteries, or they go into senior care facilities and do activities with the seniors there, and kind of work sites like that. The Food Shelf has been a long-standing partner of ours that our youth go in and help with. So at this point, we wanted to introduce you to SWAP, and we hope that the school district is interested in having SWAP here this summer and in helping us recruit the 10 youth for the summer program.
When you say you hope to help us recruit, what do you need us to do?
The other school districts, the school counselors go into, for instance, in Virginia, the school counselor goes into the 5th and 6th grade lunch period, does a little announcement about the Summer Work Outreach Project, and hands out our application. It's like a 1-page application. The youth fill that out, the counselor collects them. The counselor sits kind of on our selection committee where our interim summer coordinator, the counselor, and maybe a couple community members would sit on that committee, look at those applications, and then select 10 of the youth that apply. So that's kind of the workload that we would be looking for a partner with the school district. If the staff couldn't sit on a selection committee, we certainly could find more community members to do that, but definitely handing out those applications, the school is our best place to do that.
So Mr. Grippentrog is would be your 5th and 6th grade person. Who should he contact to get that ball rolling?
So we are announcing our interim coordinator this week. I can't provide that at this meeting right now.
That's fine.
But he could certainly contact me, Beth Peterson. I think he has my contact info. But also our email address is swapforyouth@gmail.com.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Skipping down to 12.4, approve the 2018-2019 school calendar.
Madam Chair, we showed you the East Range model that many other schools are using in this area. Then we met with a group here because our main concern was getting as close to Virginia as possible, and they modified theirs a little bit because they have a band trip this year, so they have a little bit of a spring break in February. So we too moved a couple days around, so we're off 2 days from what the rest of the East Range is, as far as where those days were placed. But it shouldn't be a major deal, and I think we're in good shape for that. The other thing that would probably go with this that I didn't even think about until Director Peterson asked me before the meeting, we'll have to make a decision on renewing the early outs then, but we don't have to do that tonight. We'll put together some information for you on the next one.
Okay.
Decide that.
So the calendar committee, who does that consist of? Well, just him? Like I don't need names, but is there a representative from Gilbert, a representative from the Eveleth campus?
There's a Eveleth and a Gilbert representative and Todd.
Okay, so they meet and go over this as well and make decisions, give input and stuff on that.
We used to be a lot more involved when we weren't so concerned about being anywhere near as close as anybody else, but I mean, we really tried to stay as close as we could to everybody else. Well,
Do you know what days are different than Virginia?
Sure. Do you remember off the top of your head?
I know they were talking, this isn't that spring break mostly.
This week in February here, they're off that whole week. So that's different.
Okay.
We had, the other different thing that happened on November, and it happened to us this year too, but we've got November 5th is a workshop day.
Which week in February is that they were
18.
off? 18, okay.
And then we also had a comp makeup day on the 12th, and then Thanksgiving was the weekend after that, and nobody really cared for that. So we actually moved that day to the 15th of February, what used to be November 12th. So that's the only change from what we've done.
So typically in the past, like how often would the calendar committee meet?
Once.
Just once a year? So like once a year, once is what happened this year too?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, I mean, just to be clear, I mean, this wasn't a big production like it has been before because there really wasn't a lot of options.
Okay. Okay. Do we have a motion?
I'll move.
Support.
Okay, motion by Addie, support by Gentilini. Any further discussion?
No, this calendar is all contingent whether we renew the early outs, correct?
No, the days are still going to be the days. It's just
Right.
a matter if you want to do the early outs or not. The days won't change with early outs.
I mean, yeah, I know that, but there was, a full day or can be listed as a early out day on Wednesdays, or if we're going to continue to do that.
We will, probably at the next meeting, we'll put together a little presentation for you, and you can decide if you want to continue doing that part of it or not. But, like I said, as far as the days go, it'll be the same.
All right.
Okay, any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Oh. That's okay. I got wrapped up in the calendar.
Okay, so 12.5, approve the summer band program.
This is one Memorial Day program in Gilbert and Eveleth, and 3 parades are on the 4th, actually the Land of the Loon, and then 2 parades on the 3rd and 2 parades on the 4th. Lessons for the younger kids prior to the 4th, so basically in the month of June. We use our, help me out, it's getting late in the day. It's community ed, but there's a fund within community ed that we use. It's the, come on, dude. Do the community ed first.
He's the
Huh?
community ed person.
I don't know the fund. Is it,
We use it for 2 things. There's about $7,000 in there. We use it for summer band and homework help over in Gilbert.
I don't know the name.
Okay.
That's through community ed. Huh?
Is it youth?
After school enrichment. Bam.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
I will make a motion to approve the summer band program.
I will support. Motion by Sather, support by Lotiger. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 13.0, administrative reports and information.
All right, here we go. Our enrollment as of today is 918, which is the same as the last time we... Uh-oh. Matt? I got the wrong one. Isn't that special? I thought that looked awful familiar.
That's got the correct date.
Yeah. It still is 918. I do remember that. No, it's not going to load. There we go. All right, 918. So, 5 kids went down to speech. Told you that last time on Saturday. Alec Gritzmacher made it to the finals and placed 6th. So.
That's pretty cool. Out of like 75, I heard. Isn't it? Well, that were there
Huh?
at state. Is that
No,
true?
there's 24 in each category.
Oh, okay. Still very cool.
Yep,
Still impressive, yeah.
very cool. So all 5 of them did very well.
Good.
A couple things on listening sessions. So this Wednesday, we're going to go over to the Eveleth campus of Masabi Range here. Coming up to visit with the Franklin teachers after that, and then we're doing Lions Club at about 6:30 that night. And then we have the Gilbert seniors on May 7th. And Leon told me beforehand that I screwed up. It's not, I said 1 o'clock and you're saying 1:30? But we're doing that at 1?
Yeah, our meeting.
Here's your time to shine, Mark.
Our meeting, I'm Leon Shanlaw. I'm the secretary of the Gilbert Seniors. And yes, our meeting is normally at 1:30. But because it was in the paper at 1 o'clock for this meeting, what I'm going to do is put it in the paper to let our seniors know and then let the public know that we're going to go ahead and change our meeting. We'll have our meeting after this collaboration meeting. So we're going to keep it 1 o'clock because I don't want to confuse everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And then we'll just go ahead and do our regular meeting afterwards. So if it takes a half an hour, 45 minutes for Mr. Carey and Dr. Schmidt to do their spiel, that's fine. It doesn't matter to me.
Thank you.
So,
Thanks, Leon. All right, so that wraps her up then. At that point, we will have done 45 of them, I believe. It's been fun. It's been a good experience. So after that, our facilitators will create a report for you guys, and probably sometime early June, we'll meet about that as a full group. Couple things we discussed earlier tonight, the survey. We'll start working on that tomorrow morning. And I just looked at the listening session info. So a couple things about going on in Franklin. We had Earth Day was actually Sunday, but kids went outside and cleaned up some garbage today, which is a great improvement over 1 week ago. That's the truth too. They were out there 1 week ago. They were out there with their sleds. Good to see some warmer weather. It's great for recess. Again, kindergarten roundup on the 26th. Even if you can't make it, give us a call and we'll give you the information for registering your 5-year-old. We have a couple smart panels. We talked about these earlier, probably in January. We're trying out some new display technology. Have a couple of them, and kids just love them up there. So we'll probably, that's going to be a June-ish discussion too. See what we want to do with that. And with that, I'm going to pass it on to Mr. Griffintrog.
All right, we had a few students that we had a patriotic art contest in the art class. So congratulations goes out to Courtney Cinto, Haley Elsner, and Jaden Lang. They all had their pieces entered at the state competition, so congratulations to them. That was about a month ago already, but congratulations. Gilbert campus, we also had the EG's Got Talent talent show this year. Snapped a few photos while at the performance. It was on April 5th. Again, we had a lot of great singing. We had a bass player, cello player, and a little dance, and a couple other little ditties there, so it was awesome. Congratulations to everyone that participated there. Then make the cut last Thursday. We had a guest person at the Make the Cut ceremonies. It was Director Chad. You can see he was there on stage with us. We put the 6 nominees in a basket, and he drew the names, and those kids got to make the cut this week, or last week, those 7th graders. So this week we move on to 8th grade, and then we'll cycle back to 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th each week. So congratulations to all of those kids and their families.
And at the high school, I just have 2 slides, and they both have to do with blood. First one is the blood drive. We had the blood drive today that Miss Larson always coordinates, and so thank you to her for putting on the blood drive. And then the second slide is Mr. Strasser's class, Forensic Biology. They were doing a blood lab, so I don't know if you had seen it on WDIO TV, but they came in, and that's just a picture from the video clip that was on the news. You want to speak a few words, Mr. Strasser, since you're here? About
Put you on the spot.
Come on.
About the blood lab, what the kids learned?
Go to WDIO.com and you can see it, and it speaks for itself.
But the kids learned blood splatter, right? Like
We
like
did
in
a
a
whole
crime
lesson
scene.
on blood and the components of blood and how blood hits the walls and floors and everything else and how to analyze it.
So it's pretty neat.
That is
Very
cool.
cool.
Thinking out of the box.
Forensic.
You done now?
Yeah, only had 2.
All right, a couple questions for you, because they've been hitting me before I made the agenda for the study session, but I have had some kids ask about weight room access, and we are putting the door on there. But I always get concerned with, especially with free weights. I wouldn't be so concerned about if there are machines with the free weights. I mean, what do you think?
About letting them in there and lifting free weights and things? Like, is there supposed to be a supervisor in there? Should there be a supervisor in there?
Nobody should ever be in there by themselves, but there's a few of them that are saying, hey, I'm 18 years old, I'm a senior, can I go in there and supervise?
Nope. Why not?
They can go to the gym in the community if they're 18 and go get a membership there unsupervised. I think there's too much liability.
Yeah.
I mean, 18 or not, I just feel like there's just a lot of liability. I mean, I get it, but I also get the risk of injury too, and I just,
No.
yeah. I mean, it would be great. However, there's a lot of
Responsibility.
children and 18 or not, I mean.
So how's this door gonna work? I mean, how are they gonna, I mean,
But
how,
it'll just be a fob door like the rest is.
that's only good for that door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there times,
There are times when it is supervised.
I was just gonna say, I mean, can we increase times or can we have opportunities where,
Well, it's volunteering at this point.
I was just gonna say, can we increase times where people can volunteer to choose to be there to supervise? I mean, is
That's
that
always a
open?
possibility, but it's just a matter of finding people that are willing to
Okay.
volunteer.
So how much, when you go into the weight room, how much access do you have to the building?
Right now,
Yeah,
anywhere in that particular wing, you can't
Okay.
get into the Franklin and you can't get into the high school,
Okay.
but anywhere in that gym area.
all right.
But eventually, your plan, is it gonna be locked though,
We
where?
could shut her down, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I worried about, I didn't worry about it. I thought, well, if they're gonna go into the weight room, maybe they want to use the shower or have to go to the bathroom. I mean, how would they, if they're stuck in that room?
No, the
All right,
fire marshal wouldn't let us do that anyway.
right.
It's pretty awesome that we have it. So I'd like them to be able to utilize it. Is there any way to do like a volunteer sign up or where a parent can sign up to supervise?
I don't know. Do you want me to get a legal opinion on what we should
Yeah.
and shouldn't do?
Yeah,
That would be nice.
yeah.
I'll do that.
'Cause if it's-
Because I would be, I mean, I would even be willing to volunteer sometimes to help. I mean, because I get why they would want to be there, I get it, but I just also get the responsibility that goes with it too. So.
I mean, we're a school district, you understand? I mean, we don't need, do we need legal opinions? I mean,
Well, if
Well, you think
something
about
were
it.
to happen, I mean.
Yeah, when people
Yeah, but
are
we got
unsupervised
insurance.
using,
we should just draw up a plan for that room that you can't be, it's gonna be, there be supervisors and such, and draw up a plan of how that weight room is gonna operate.
I
I mean,
think
has it gone there yet?
I think the other part would be allowing people outside the community that haven't had a criminal background check or
Right.
whatever. That would be part of the liability that you're talking to an attorney about, correct?
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, to be a volunteer, you still gotta have a background check if you were a kid. No, I probably won't, but Angie will check it out.
Angie, you're checking it out.
thanks Angie.
Fire department's interested in starting archery. What do you think?
Cool.
Popular amongst other schools?
Yes.
Nashville, if you want,
Yeah.
does it during buy-in.
It was,
Good.
when we looked
Yeah.
at the numbers, didn't we have kind of a high interest in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of them, that there was a high interest in the numbers, I remember.
Okay. As far as upcoming meetings then, we gotta finish off what we didn't finish tonight sometime, and we just set up a negotiation session for confidential, another one for those people. So I can send out something to the negotiation team for that part. When do you want our next study session?
So we were done with the replacement positions then?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so we ended that,
We gotta have that discussion too.
okay.
Do we want to try and meet next week? Or do we want to wait until
You wanna do next
before
week?
the next meeting?
You wanna do it before the next meeting again?
Sure.
Fine, next
Okay.
week,
Yeah,
Very
fine
good.
with next meeting.
or I'm fine with
So
the next
not Monday.
meeting. I mean, whichever, I'm fine with either.
We'll do that.
Before the next regular meeting?
Yeah.
Like,
Same time,
Yep,
4:30?
yep.
Okay.
if we have a lot to discuss, because I'm pushing it to get here at 4:30.
All right, well, I won't, we
possibly
We don't
5.
post it for another week and a half, so we'll see.
Okay. All right.
That's all I have, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay. So 14.0, I need a motion to adjourn.
Move.
Motion by Addie. Support by Sather. Meeting adjourned.